What if you could go through life without ever feeling angry at others again? What if the insults, criticisms, and negativity from the outside world simply bounced off of you like raindrops on armor? And what if I told you that emotional control, real, deep, unshakable control, is not just possible, but teachable? Welcome to the world of Stoicism, where centuries-old wisdom meets modern-day strength. In the next few minutes, we'll walk through timeless strategies used by some of history's most resilient minds, and how you can master them too. Anger is a fire that burns fast and leaves ashes of regret. It clouds judgment, weakens our self-control, and pushes us to say and do things we later wish we hadn't. But here's a question. What if you could train your mind to stay steady, even in chaos? That's exactly what the ancient Stoics did. Names like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus weren't just philosophers. They were mental warriors. They believed that true power didn't come from controlling others, but from mastering the self. And mastering anger is part of that mastery. ****** 1. Understand the nature of anger. ****. You can't defeat what you don't understand. Anger is often misunderstood as something others make us feel. But the Stoics taught otherwise. Anger doesn't originate from external events. It begins with how we perceive those events. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Think of this. When someone says something rude, you might think the words themselves anger you. But in truth, it's the story you attach to them, the assumption that it's personal or unjustified, that fuels your rage. Now flip that. See their words as a reflection of their own pain, stress, or ignorance. You begin to detach, you gain perspective, and the anger loses its grip. The Stoics believed emotions were judgments. If you judge a situation differently, you change your emotion. So, when you feel that first spark of irritation, pause and ask, is this really worth my peace? Most of the time, the answer is clear. ***2. Shift your perspective. Seneca taught that we should judge events like an impartial observer. Imagine watching two strangers arguing in a parking lot. You don't get angry, do you? You're emotionally distant. Now apply that same lens to your own life. The next time something frustrates you, zoom out. Will this matter a week from now? A year? Will you even remember it? When you shift the lens, your reaction changes. What once felt huge becomes insignificant. Past arguments that once consumed you probably seem trivial now. So why not apply that wisdom in the moment? This is where the Stoics shine. They teach us to remove ourselves emotionally just enough to gain clarity. It's not detachment out of indifference, it's detachment for insight. ***3. Practice voluntary discomfort. One of the most underrated Stoic habits is voluntary discomfort, intentionally doing things that challenge you. To build mental resilience, Epictetus believed that discipline leads to freedom. By pushing yourself through controlled discomfort, fasting, cold showers, walking instead of driving, you grow a tolerance for adversity. Then, when real difficulties arrive, you don't panic. You've already trained. The Stoics wore simple clothes, skipped indulgences, and lived minimally. Why? To remind themselves that happiness doesn't come from comfort. It comes from strength. So the next time life hits you with a curveball, a rude comment, a broken plan, or an inconvenience, you won't flinch. You'll handle it, because you've already faced worse. On purpose. ***4. Master emotional detachment. This isn't about becoming numb. It's about creating space between stimulus and response. It's about recognizing that just because you feel something doesn't mean you must act on it. When someone provokes you, you don't have to swing back. You can observe, reflect, choose. Detachment is power. It means your emotions don't drive the car, you do. It means your peace no longer depends on the behavior of others. And that, my friend, is emotional sovereignty. In the next part, we'll continue with practical Stoic strategies that build on this emotional foundation. Because being calm is not the end, it's the beginning of unstoppable strength. ***5. Let go of attachment. Anger is often rooted in attachment to specific outcomes, expectations, or even people. When we cling too tightly to how we think things should unfold, we leave ourselves vulnerable to disappointment and frustration. The Stoics remind us to focus only on what lies within our control. You cannot control how others behave, what they say, or what they believe, but you can control your response. That's where freedom begins. Practice emotional detachment by repeating a simple mantra: it is what it is. This isn't about giving up. It's about letting go of unnecessary suffering. You detach from outcomes, not effort. You give your best, then release control. This shift in mindset helps you preserve your peace and move through life with unshakable calm. Even when things don't go as planned. ****6. Don't take things personally. Here's a life-changing truth. Most of what people do has nothing to do with you. Their rudeness, betrayal, coldness, those are projections of their own struggles, not reflections of your worth. When you understand this, you stop taking things personally. And when you stop taking things personally, anger no longer finds a home in you. Instead of being triggered, you feel compassion. Instead of reacting, you remain centered. That's not arrogance, it's self-possession. You remain composed, not because you're superior, but because you understand. The one who insults you may be hurting. The one who betrays you may be lost. Their actions define them, not you. Say it to yourself. Their behavior reflects them, not me. Then breathe, let go, move on. This is how the Stoics stayed emotionally untouchable. ***7. Pause before reacting. The simplest Stoic tool, and one of the most powerful, is the pause. When you're triggered, don't react, don't speak, don't act, just pause. In that pause, everything changes. Your rational mind wakes up. Your emotional wave settles. What seemed urgent a moment ago now seems trivial. Seneca believed that wisdom isn't found in avoidance, but in self-restraint. A few seconds of silence can prevent hours of regret. A moment of patience can preserve a relationship, a career, or your peace of mind. If you feel overwhelmed, step away, collect yourself, then return with clarity. That pause gives you power. ***8. Visualize the worst, and disarm it. The Stoics practiced premeditatio malorum the premeditation of adversity. They imagined the worst-case scenarios not to breed anxiety, but to build resilience. What if they criticize me? What if I fail? What if I lose everything? By rehearsing hardship in the mind, you prepare the soul. Nothing catches you off guard. You remain grounded. This doesn't mean you expect the worst, it means you're not afraid of it. The one who trains for storms doesn't fear the rain. Visualize setbacks, then face life with calm. That's how you eliminate anger before it starts. Apply these Stoic principles and you'll discover something powerful. You don't just manage anger, you transcend it. You no longer react to the world. You choose your response to it. So next time someone tries to provoke you, smile, breathe, recognize the test, and pass it, not by reacting, but by remaining still. If this video helped you find your calm, drop a comment below. What's your biggest challenge in staying stoic under pressure? And if you haven't already, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you don't miss our next dive into self-mastery and stoic strength. Until next time, stay calm, stay grounded, and stay unshakable.